Hey guys, I'm back today with a video and it is going to be my top 10 Holy Grail favorites of favorites. When I did my top 2015 video, I included 15 products that were kind of new to me in the year 2015. But while I was thinking of my yearly favorites, it was really hard for me to leave out a few things that are just like my tried and true, my all-time favorites, things I just felt weird doing a favorites video without telling you about. So I decided I would just do this and it would be just my top 10 Holy Grails. If you watch my videos often, or if you've been watching for a while, or probably if you watch it all, then this may be a boring video to you. Some of these may be things that you just really are like, yes, we've heard about them forever. And not that other things in the 2015 weren't Holy Grails, but these are just long time ones. They weren't discovered in 2015. I've been using them a lot longer than that. And some of them I have definitely repurchased, not all of them. So anyways, without further ado, let's get started. So I had to mention, I'm absolutely a fan of cream eyeshadows and especially cream eyeshadow sticks. So I had to mention my top two favorites of these. If I had to get rid of every cream eyeshadow stick and every cream eyeshadow and every eyeshadow, and I had to be left with just two, I think I could make do. It would be really sad, but I could. First off is the Chubby Stick by Clinique in the shade Ample Amber. And this is just a really basic rose gold type shade. It has some bronze, it has some rose, it has some gold. I am not somebody that likes to do one of those like just straight champagne colored eyes. I know a lot of people for like an everyday easy eye look, they like just kind of a pinky champagne eye. I don't like that on myself. I think it's a little too light. So something like this has a little bit more depth. So it's a very neutral, just everyday kind of shade. It's nothing too dark. It's just perfect. I love to wear it on my lower lash line for a hint of definition. I wear that most days. I love this. When I run out, I will definitely repurchase it. I'm going to try to use up some other stuff first, but I will definitely repurchase it. I've had it a while. Then next up is the Laura Mercier Amethyst Caviar Stick. And this is kind of, it definitely has some purpleness to it, but it also is a little taupey. So you have your color, but it's also so taupe-like that it's not like, whoa, just you have on a purple eyeshadow. But you can see the dimension and the way both of those look. They're very, very pretty. I did do the amethyst a little bit darker, but you can see as you pull it away, it's not like a super dark color. And I like to wear this on the lower lash line a lot. I will smudge this and wear this on my eyes as eyeshadow, but not as often as I do this one. This to me is more of a bottom lash kind of color. It goes with so many different looks. I know you could think, amethyst, purple, how much can you really wear it? I can wear it with pretty much almost any look that I wear, either of these, because I do tend to go for the warmer tone eye looks that they just work. This is definitely not super warm, but it has enough warmth in it that I can do it. It's just, I love these. Perfect. Okay. Next up is Benefit Gimme Brow. This is my second one of these. I wear the shade Medium Deep. I have just dark brown hair. I've never tried the lighter one, so I can't attest to that. I have used eyebrow gels over the years, and this is an eyebrow gel, but it's completely different. This is the wand, and as you can see, it definitely has color. Most eyebrow gels are just a clear gel or a tinted gel, but this has, I think they advertise it as having fibers, brow volumizing fiber gel. So even if you have to fill in your eyebrows because you have little spots that are missing hair, you can use this, and the way it is because of the fiber gel, it will actually like cling to the areas where you need it to fill in, and it will fill in that area where I feel like most brow gels only cling to the actual hairs. On days where I'm trying to be like, you know, out the door in a hurry, I don't want to do a lot. If I don't want to use a pencil to fill in my brows, I'll use this. Unless I'm truly sitting at home and staying in my pajamas all day cleaning house, and even then sometimes I use this, but most days, I mean, it's literally like 9 out of 10 days I do my brows. It's very rare I don't, but if I'm not doing full face of makeup, I don't use an eyebrow pencil, I use this. Even days where I do rare like makeup, I will use this. It is just so easy. I've worn it in videos before. It fills in my eyebrows and it holds them in place. I mean, it really, if you had to have one product, you could get away with having this and not having an eyebrow pencil. If your eyebrows, if you have some. I still fill in I definitely have areas that I have to fill in that are missing. Like, I don't just do an eyebrow pencil just to look extra polished. I have areas I want to fill in, and this is still enough for me. So definitely check it out if you haven't. I've tried the NYX one, and it is a terrible dupe. It is not even a substitute whatsoever. And then a few of the drugstore ones, I know one has a really large wand, and then another one I heard not so great things about. So if you've ever tried this and you have found a drugstore dupe, let me know. I would be curious because it is kind of expensive for an eyebrow gel, but it lasts a really long time too. But I don't wear it every day. Okay, I had to pick one cheek product. Should be no surprise, but it is definitely NARS Madly. I love this. This, if I had to pick one cheek product that I could have, I would pick this one. It is a neutral nude kind of blush, but it's definitely on the warmer end. It looks like so nothing in the pan, but on your cheeks it kind of transforms and gives you a lot more color than you think it will. However, I was going back and watching some of my older videos of favorites when I was looking at my 2015 favorites, and I think this is a darker nude, and I wore it a lot more in the summer. Not that I couldn't wear it now, but it definitely is, as light as it looks in the pan, it definitely pulls a little bit darker on my cheeks. So it's not something I would say I would reserve for the summer, but it's definitely not a super light nude blush either. So if you're somebody that's super fair and you want just like the faintest hint, sorry, this has more than just a faint hint, but it's not dark by any means. But I am going to show y'all, I do have a, it's not permanent either, but MAC Cheek Pollen Blush from the Fairy collection, Satin. I picked up recently. Tim Talia did a swatch of the two, and they are very, very close. Do I mind that I had this? No, because I absolutely love this as well. But if, I know some people, NARS is not as accessible to them in their country, or it is more expensive, or if you were curious about this or whatever, so I just wanted to mention, it is a very close dupe. It's probably the closest dupe I've ever found personally, so I do want to mention that. But do I love them both? Absolutely. Okay, I have 3 lip products. Now, I've definitely been straying into the more mauve, like natural lip colors, your lip but better kind of shades. Hold on one second. Sorry, I did not remember to turn my phone on silent. Okay, I definitely, as I was saying, have strayed into some darker lip colors, but I still, like the baby pinks, peachy nudes, those are still just my tried and true. It's what I feel most comfortable in. It's what I feel is the most flattering on me. It's what I like the best. So I picked out my top 3 favorite lip products, and I have mentioned these time and time again. They're ones I always go to. If I'm unsure of what I want to wear, I can probably pick one of these. My favorite lipstick, not necessarily my favorite lipstick, but it's one of my favorites. It's MAC Angel. I decided I was going to put it on today. My tube, it has seen better days. It is just a cool tone baby pink. I'm having a hard time getting a swatch because of the way I wear down my lipsticks. It's just not cooperating with me. It is a frost finish. MAC Cream Cup is very similar as well. I know a lot of people, you can wear them kind of interchangeably. When I run out of Angel, I will definitely use my Cream Cup before I go pick up a new Angel. But it is like that nude, pale baby pink. It can go with a smoky eye. It can go with a bronzy eye. It can go with a natural eye look. It can go with no makeup look. It's just very pretty. I think it's very flattering. Something about baby pinks to me are just very fresh, and I like them a lot. It depends on your skin tone, I realize, but to me, on me, I love it. Okay, the Revlon Color Burst Lacquer Balm in shade 105 Demure. I love this. I love these really sheer, glossy kind of lipsticks, lip pencils. This is Demure. It looks a little peachier compared to Angel, but I think it's just because it's sheer, so it translates a little more peachy. I mean, it maybe has a little more warmth, like coral in it, but it is so pretty. It has glitter flecks in it, but I don't notice that on my lips. Maybe like later in the day after it's worn off, I might find like a random glitter fleck here or there, but it's not something that when it's on your lips, you're like, oh, you have glitter particles. I've never encountered that personally. I really love these sheer, shiny lips. They're very pretty. I think they're just beautiful. Okay, and the Clarins Instant Light Lip Perfector in the shade 01. It's the only one I have of these, and it is a baby pink as well. These glosses smell like cake. They're some of my favorites. They're like a really good moisturizing gloss. They're not just sticky goopy. They definitely feel like they're giving your lips some moisture. And you can see this is just a very baby pink color. It definitely has some color to it. When you put it on your lips, you do see the color. It doesn't kind of disappear into your lips and just have a glossy, clear look. It definitely has a light baby pink look. So that's what I really like. And I did feature the Marc Jacobs Moon Glow Gloss in my 2015 favorites, and I love that one as well. It's just not an all-time holy grail. Okay, now we're down to the random category. And these are products that are just kind of ones you don't talk about a lot because they're not necessarily as fun, but they're very much favorites of mine. I'm trying to get the swatches off before they stain my hand, and you can see the amethyst liner is on there, so it's very long wearing. Okay, for my nails, I paint my nails pretty often. I love to always have nail polish on my nails. Sometimes I go in phases where I don't paint them as often. My favorite base coat has been discontinued, and I hoarded a few bottles, so I don't have a current like on the market available base coat, so I didn't want to mention that. But my favorite top coat is the INM Out the Door Quick Dry Top Coat from Sally Beauty Supply. I don't know if you can get anywhere else. I pick mine up at Sally's. That's what it looks like. It's around $5. I know a lot of people like the Sèche Vite or Sèche Vite. It causes my nail polish to shrink. Like when the ends, once it dries, it like pulls it up. It doesn't leave my nails looking as polished. I mean, they're shiny and they dry quick, but I just don't like it. It gets so thick and goopy. This will get thick and goopy too, but not near as fast as that. Plus, Sèche Vite has that warning about, you know, it's known to the state of California to cause birth defects or something like that. So I just don't really have any use for using a product like that. This dries just as quick as Sèche Vite. To me, it's just as glossy. It's just as long lasting. It's cheaper, and it doesn't have that crazy warning. So this is the one I purchased time and time again. I will, once it gets about halfway through, add a little bit of nail polish thinner to kind of thin it out. But one thing I don't understand is, okay, the way a bottle is made, even when it's screwed in all the way, the brush only comes to there. So these people that use up their polishes all the way, I don't understand how they physically do that. Unless they're sticking it in, screwing it all the way in, and then doing this. I don't know how they get to the very bottom. So once I get to about the use up 3/4 of the way, then I'm done with a bottle, because I just don't want to have to stick it all the way in, screw it all the way on, unscrew it, go back and do a top coat. Stick it in, screw it in, same thing over and over. So the whole thickness issue doesn't really bother me that much, because when there's a fourth left, I can't really get to it anyways. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how they do that. If you're one of those people that uses up drop by drop, please tell me how you do it, because to me it seems like so much work. Okay, then I had to mention my La Vanilla Healthy Deodorant. This is the one I'm currently using, Vanilla Amber. I'm not like particularly in love with this one. Not that I dislike it. The vanilla coconut is my absolute favorite in the blue container. To me, it works the best. This was in a gift set over the holidays. I love natural deodorant. I have a whole video about natural deodorant, so I'm not going to go on and on about that. I will link that video down below. If you do not know anything about it or you're unsure about them, please watch that video. I go more into detail because I could go on and on about, you can't just go from using an antiperspirant one day and a natural deodorant the next day and it'd be like just this smooth transition. Like, it takes your body a little bit of transition time to get used to it. So please keep that in mind. Last but not least, my hair tassie. I could not live without this thing. I picked it up on Amazon. That's what the little logo looks like. I'll try to link one down below. When I wash my face, I wear this. I will put it on for you. The logo goes in the back. I don't know how people wash their face without something like this. You don't have to use this, but something like it. It's real attractive. And then because of the way it has this, you can tuck your hair into the back. So it keeps your hair out of your face so you can wash your face and you don't get your hair wet. Because if I do not use this and I wash my face, then all this part of my hair is just soaking wet. And if I take a shower and I want to use a shower cap, I'll put this on under the shower cap. That way, if any water gets like up under the shower cap, it doesn't get my hair wet. This is terry cloth. You can throw it in the wash with everything else. It is, I don't know, $15. The best $15 I've ever spent. I go out of town, I take this. If I'm spending the night somewhere for one night, I take this. I cannot function without this. It is my most used beauty product by far. Okay. And I did have one honorable mention that I wanted to mention. That sounded redundant. It is the It Cosmetics CC Cream. The reason I'm not putting it in my top 10 is because I have figured out that there is not a shade that is perfect for me when I'm like natural color. The shade Light is good for me in the summer. Sorry. So I've decided I'm just going to resort to buying the little deluxe size, travel size Light and using it during the summer because that's when I really like it best anyways. The high SPF, the coverage, I can wear it as like my daytime moisturizer, but it covers really well. The shade Light matches me perfectly then. So that's pretty much what I've resorted to. It doesn't have a lot of shades. If something matches you perfectly, then you are super lucky. So I can't use it year round, but during the summer it's perfect, so it's worth a mention for that. And I definitely will purchase the little small size come summertime because I do really like it for that. So, however, I'm very picky with how I like it. I do not like kabuki brushes or the Beauty Blender's okay, but I really like a paddle style foundation brush, excuse me, or my fingers. Other than that, I don't like the application. So that is all. I hope this video was not too boring to you if you're a long time watcher of mine, because I know I talk about these things all the time, but they're just so good that I had to mention them again. If you've tried any of these, and especially if you tried them because of my recommendation, tell me if you were just as pleased with them as I am. I really hope I didn't steer you wrong. So that is all. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.